When we are in doubt whether an action is good or bad, abstain from it. That was a quote by Zoroaster, the founder of Zoroastrianism. Hi, my name is Jared Onchanko, and in my speech titled Zoroastrianism, a Grandfather Religion, I'm going to be sharing more about this ancient religion known as Zoroastrianism. I'm going to be sharing more about a general overview of its beliefs, history, and where it stands today in terms of followers and comparison to more contemporary religions. So let's begin with a general overview about its belief. First off, Zoroastrianism is a monotheistic religion. Monotheistic means that they only believe in one supreme God. And in Zoroastrianism, this God is known as Ahura Mazda. Ahura Mazda in Zoroastrian faith is responsible for creating all the elements in the universe. Also, it's said that Ahura Mazda isn't conceived or conceptualized in a human or physical form. Another important part about Zoroastrian faith is its dualistic aspects. Dualism is where there are opposing forces or contrasting ideas. An example of dualistic aspects in Zoroastrianism are the opposing forces Asha and Druj. Asha is the force that encompasses order, honesty, and principles. On the other hand, Druj is the force that encompasses chaos, dishonesty, and unprinciples. So with these forces, it's apparent that there is dualism in Zoroastrianism. Another part of Zoroastrian faith is symbolism. An important symbol is known as the Fara Vahar. I have a visual representation of it. This is the Fara Vahar. Notice how the Fara Vahar has its wings divided into three sections and its tails divided into three sections. These divisions mean something. On the wings, the three divisions mean good thoughts, good words, and good actions. These are the actions or things that you should strive for in Zoroastrianism. On the tail, the three divisions mean something different. They mean bad thoughts, bad words, and bad actions. These are the things that you should abstain from. Another important symbol is fire. Fire represents light, warmth, and purity in Zoroastrianism. It's also an important part of their temples, as fires are continually lit to represent an eternal flame. Now that we have a brief understanding on Zoroastrian beliefs, it's important to talk about its history. So let's go over its origin. As I stated before, Zoroaster is the founder of Zoroastrianism. Zoroaster, or otherwise known as Zarathustra, is an ancient prophet. His teachings are what drive the Zoroastrian religion. Also, he's the one that established the monotheistic aspect in it. As for when it started, there are multiple accounts for when Zoroastrianism began. It could have started in 1500 BCE or closer to when Cyrus the Great ruled in 600 BC. So, speaking about Cyrus the Great, it's important to note Zoroastrianism's impact as a state religion. It was previously a state religion in Persia during when Cyrus the Great ruled. Cyrus the Great was actually a Zoroastrian himself. He spread its influence throughout all of Persia, and he ruled through the Zoroastrian law of Asha, which we mentioned was order, honesty, and principles. Now, after a brief overview on its history, it's important to talk about where Zoroastrianism stands today in terms of its followers and how it compares to more contemporary religions. In terms of followers, Zoroastrianism has a small amount compared to the more popular faiths such as Catholicism, Christianity, or Islam. It lands around 200,000 followers, and they're mainly concentrated in India, Iran, and North America. Also, another interesting statistic about its followers is that they're mainly older. A third of its population is made up of older people around or above 60 years old. Now that we talk about Zoroastrianism and where it stands today in comparison to other religions, it's important to wrap it up and preview what we learned today. We talked about its beliefs that encompass its symbolism, dualism, and monotheistic faith. We talked about its history, where it began, and its presence as a state religion. And now we also explain where it stands today. I'd like to end off talking about another Zoroastrianism quote, and I hope it resonates more as we learn more about this religion. With an open mind, seek and listen to all the highest ideals. Consider the most enlightened thoughts. Then choose your path, person by person, each for oneself. Thank you for listening.